Hello, beautiful people, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am Victoria, and I'm happy to have you here. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and let's jump right into this video. Today we're talking about why right isn't always rewarded. I was having a conversation with one of my friends. Hey, Sonia. That week might have been bad, but hey, girl. In that conversation, I really felt like coming on here and sharing that right is not rewarded as quickly. Like, you simply will be doing the right thing for much longer before it's ever rewarded. I don't know why that's the case, but that is always the case. There are movies that show this, school shows this, life just shows this. So let me give you an example. When you are in school, any school, grade school, college, grad school, whatever school, you might have aced every single test for the entire semester, right? Literally the whole thing. And you have a 4.0 in each and every class. You get A's on your assignments, quizzes, tests, projects, every single thing you're getting an A. Do you know when that's rewarded? Really never until you graduate and you get some scholarships. If you keep that 4.0, it will take, we'll just use high school. It will take all 4 years for you to actually get rewarded for that. And even if you do it yearly, the reward doesn't come until the end of the year. They wait and see how well and correct and good, I'm using right and good interchangeably, but how good you were as a student to reward you. Versus, let's talk about the bad student. If you fail tests all the time, if you're like acting bad, acting out, getting in trouble, you can get internal suspension immediately. You can get outside suspension immediately. You can get expelled immediately, right? It, like, wrong or bad gets a response quickly. Even if you're just talking about one semester, like if you're failing, your teacher gonna come talk to you like, hey, by the way, you have X more times or else you're gonna fail, or you need to come and stay after for so and so extra credit, or you know what I'm saying? Like, they're like, oh, you doing bad, let me respond. But really, it should almost be like, why are we not cultivating and helping out the child that's doing well? But it's because we're already doing good. You're already doing good, so you don't need help. But that's not the case all the time. Like, even when you're doing well, it's nice to be acknowledged that you're doing well. It's nice to get a little pat on the back. But all I am saying is that when you're doing right, or good, it takes so much longer to reap the reward majority of the time. It is not always the case, but it is often the case. Like I said, you can put in 4 years of work and it's not going to feel good for those entire 4 years. I mean, it'll feel good, like you'll be happy that you're doing well, but what I'm saying is like, it's going to be like, well, dang, why didn't I just go out and party with the other kids? Or dang, why did I do that assignment and put all my energy towards it and this and that? But baby, let me tell you, when you get that full ride to college and you graduate debt free from college because you worked your butt off, there's the biggest reward. You know what I'm saying? But it takes so much to get there. You have to stay on track for so long without really getting the flowers or the acknowledgement or sometimes even the encouragement that you deserve. And that kind of sucks. It kind of sucks to have to work and get a little trinket, and then you get this grand prize that takes forever to get. But it's really about remembering, like, it's worth it. What you're doing, if you're doing the right thing for you, if you're doing the thing, like, that you're sowing a seed that's going to produce great fruit, but you see absolutely nothing right now, just keep going. Because this is also helps to explain the importance of having a vision and having a point and purpose in where you're going. Because if you don't, you'll easily be distracted. You're like, what am I even doing this for? Like, why am I even continuing to try? Because I'm getting nothing out of it. You are getting something out of it. You just haven't arrived. You just still driving down the road. You're still making your way. And of course, like, not to bring it back to cars and road trips, but we're back. When you're driving on a road trip, say it's a 10-hour road trip, in hour 4, you've put time in, you've clocked in, you've locked in, you've driven those 4 hours. You probably had to possibly fill up for another tank of gas or go get some food, or you might be getting a little tired, had to change the music, talk to a friend, something by them 4 hours because you kind of sick of being on the road a little bit. Let me tell you, you got 6 more to go before, and you have 5 more to go before you get any remnants of the city that you're actually in, before you start seeing signs for where you going. You got miles and miles and hours before you even get you're headed to Atlanta. You know what I mean? Like that's not coming till you're 90 miles out. So just remember that, like, when you're doing good or right, it may not be rewarded as quickly, but your reward is so much greater, it's so much more purposeful, it's so much more important and intentional because you were doing it right. You're doing what you're told. And sometimes or you're just doing what you're supposed to. And sometimes that sucks, like not being able to, I don't know, I guess get rewarded as quickly or have the shiny thing, the whatever that is to you, like to have that much more quickly. It's the same reason to me why people, and this is a hot take, I guess, I'm not judging in any way. I absolutely want a boob job myself one day. So literally mean no judgment by this. But it's the same reason why people hop on the table instead of going to the gym. Because the reward is so much it's so much quicker than it is, oh, I put in 5 years on this journey to finally get my dream body. And they like, girl, I got up on that table for some hours, knocked out, and I walked out exactly how I wanted it. So it's like sometimes the process of working things the right way or the good way or the way that requires more work, sometimes that's how you know when you're on the right path. Sometimes that's how you really know when you're doing the right thing, because it's like you working for that thing. You are putting in work. And so it's like, it's also, sorry, I'm a little science brain, but it's also like energy is neither created nor destroyed. So if you're putting all this work in towards something and you're not getting it back, that means it just hasn't come yet. That means that all that energy that you're doing, all that work, it's just building up. It's just building and building and building and building. And one day you're going to get it back and it's going to be in tenfold. And you're going to be like, whoa, I didn't even realize I had put that much into this. Thank goodness I am finally being recognized, or I'm finally being rewarded for the good or the right thing that I have done for so long. But that's a hard thing to go through. It's easier to just kind of say F it and get the quick thing. It's like, I'd rather have it now than have it in 5 years. But it's like, again, that's the point of having a mission, vision, purpose, something, because you've got to know what you're working towards, or else you'll give up so quickly, even though you know what you're doing is right. And doesn't that kind of suck to have to start over and over and over and over and over again because you're not being rewarded? You're only pushing that time further back by quitting on yourself every single time that you don't get rewarded. How about being in a season where you just do the work? Do the work without even wanting a reward. Do the work without searching for the reward. Do the work without the reward. What are you willing to work for with 0 rewards? What are you willing to do? If there was, you'll never get recognition, you'll never get money, you'll never get a prize, you'll never get the A, you'll never get nothing for it. What are you willing to do? That's a bit dramatic because really ain't nobody willing to do absolutely a lot for nothing at all. But you get what I'm saying? Like, what are you willing to put a lot of work in for and not know the outcome for a very long time? Make sure that thing is worth it to you before you start, because that's how a lot of good things go. It takes a lot of behind the scenes. It takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of effort. And you just simply have to put in the work before you're rewarded. It's like the energy is just being stored up, and then it's just like, boom, you did it, girl. You became that girl, or you lost that weight, or you built that business, or you got that degree, or whatever your thing is, you became a pilot. Like, I don't know. I just think that at this day and age, we really look for such quick responses just because everything is moving that way. Like, oh, you should respond fast. Oh, you should drive fast. Oh, you should walk fast. Oh, you should, like, everything feels like it should be fast nowadays. And it's like, why? Why can't we just slow down? Like, I don't know. Like, I'm 26 and prayerfully I get to 100 or in the 90s, somewhere in there. Baby, I've got time. I've got time. Imagine if I had everything figured out right now. Imagine if everything just already, all my rights were done. What would I have to look forward to? Sometimes things take time so that you can actually, like, have lived life. Like, the journey is how it's supposed to be. Like, you can't just, certain things in life simply can't be rushed. And I think that that is very hard to accept in this day and age because everything is so fast. And we like that, right? It has its advantages. That's why you drive instead of walking, but walking is still good. Okay? Sometimes you need to walk instead of drive. All right? Sometimes you need to cook that at home cooked meal instead of going to get McDonald's. Okay? Okay. But all I'm saying is if you're the person that's doing a lot of things right, or you feel like you're on the right path, or you putting in the work towards these things and you're like, I am just not getting rewarded. I've been doing this for 3 years and I am not rewarded. I've been doing whatever. Wait, because you're closer than you think. You've gone further than you know. And to give up now would be a waste of what you put in. Wait until it works. How about that? Wait until it works, because your work is not going in vain. It's not going in vain at all. And you are worthy of your work. Your work is worthy of acknowledgement, and you just have to keep doing the work, because good gets recognized. Great gets recognized. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, it takes longer to weed out the BS, to really see who's really in the game, who's really in the thick of it, who's really willing to put in the work. And think about like an award show. At an award show, they're not out there giving awards to everybody. Everybody in the crowd might have done a thing. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking about the Oscars or, those type of award shows. Like, they all are actresses and actors or singers or whatever the heck they are. But it's only a few names getting called up to that stage because of the work that they put in that year or for whatever project. You know what I'm saying? So, like, sometimes it's just about continuing the work even without being rewarded. All right, so that's everything for this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what did or did not resonate with you, and I appreciate you for watching. Stay beautiful. Bye.